Hi, this is Dr. Alan Widener from MassageChairRelief.com for our bi-weekly massage chair industry update for today, January 29th, 2013. Well, lots of neat things happening over the last couple of weeks I thought I'd share with you, and some things up and coming that you need to know about. First of all, as far as stock status goes, the Inada is good on all their stock. Human Touch looks good on all their stock except for the HT7450. Both colors, espresso and black, are back ordered until the end of February, late February. Also, the brown IT8200 is still back ordered until March. I think March 8th they're expecting a shipment. But they're good on all the other stock. And then we also have back order on the Osaki OS4000. There's no cream available. And the OS3000, cream is the only color available. Now the 7075R they're all in stock right now, which is miraculous. They just received a shipment this week, and I think only 3 or 4 of the brown ones are available. But for the most part, the 7075 is in stock, and they've struggled with stock over the last number of months because of the popularity of that chair. But again, if you, particularly on the OS 7075 from Osaki and the Inada Sonyo, if you find that those are back ordered at any time, don't wait until you expect them to be in stock, because by then they may be spoken for already. So just FYI, I say that almost every 2 weeks, but it can never be said enough, because invariably somebody will call me and say, well, when is that chair coming in? I thought there was a new shipment coming in and now it's back ordered again. And well, that's because they are spoken for by the time they get here. Remember, the Inada Sonyo goes up in price on Thursday night at midnight. It goes up $200 to $79.99 from $77.99. And this is our most popular seller. And last year, when it increased by $800 in price, I thought there's no way that this chair is going to continue to be a top seller. But you know what? It did. And it continued on, and their growth has continued. In other words, there's been no decline in overall sales from year past to year present. So get that $77.99 price before Thursday at midnight, when the price jumps up. All the other all the other Sonyo chair, all the other Inada chairs are staying the same in price. Let's see, what else do we have going on? I told you last time, in the last update, about a chair that's being made in America. It's made by a company, and I already talked about this, and I've had further discussions with them. They're still trying to figure out their warranty and their pricing and distribution. But I'm quite excited about this chair. I will be hopefully receiving a chair in the near future. They're tweaking a few more things on the chair. I've made some recommendations for the chair, some things that they might want to consider adding, if they can still, for manufacturer, things that are really, really popular in existing massage chairs and a commonplace in existing massage chairs, and things that would help them be a little bit more competitive. But the fact that this chair is going to be touted as made in the USA is fantastic. We've not seen that before. At least I've been in the business about 10 years, in the massage chair industry about 10 years, and I've not seen a made in the USA chair, let alone a chair that is distributed and designed and everything done in the USA. Apparently some of the upholstery and maybe the frame or something is made overseas, but all the components, all the integral components that make up the mechanics of the chair, all the technology is all engineered and designed, and everything's done here. The chair has the look of Sonyo. It looks like a Sonyo look-alike, with some subtle differences, but that pattern or that design seems to be fairly popular. I will be going to where they're located at, they think maybe in April. At that point, I will be able to see what they're doing and understand more about the chair. I'm not going to say much about the chair right now as far as the name goes, or as far as the models go, until I know a little bit more about pricing and things that I would feel comfortable referring my clients to make. At the time, they didn't have really any customer support other than the local area around where they have their main offices, and that would not work well for most of my customers, because across the United States, what are you going to do? Have to ship your chair back to wherever they're located? That's going to be a nuisance and a logistical nightmare. So hopefully this chair will become something that's available, something that has a great warranty setup, something that's at a reasonable price, and something that will be easily accessible and hopefully easy to try out at some point or another. When I get it in the showroom and I know more about the chair to share, I will tell you all about it, and I think it's going to be exciting to have a made in the USA massage chair. I'm going to the furniture market this week in Las Vegas. I'm spending Wednesday there, and I'll be interviewing Cliff Levin again from Inata USA, talking about some of the things that they may have cooking, if anything at all, and also talking about, I think we're going to be talking a little bit more about the Yumi. In previous conversations we've had, the focus has been on the Sonio. It's a very, very popular chair, and everybody asks about it. But I'm seeing that the Yumi is increasing in popularity. I'm selling more of them. I believe that chair, because of the price point and because of the sophistication of the roller system and the quality of the chair, will begin to sell more and more. So I will be going to the furniture market in Las Vegas and interviewing Cliff. I will also be interviewing Greg Hunsucker, who is the VP for Cosia massage chairs. Now, we recently became distributors for Cosia after quite some time. And even though it's primarily a brick and mortar distribution channel, I will be selling them online. I may have one or two in my showroom only for like testing and videoing and recording and writing articles about for reviews. But I am very interested to learn more about the company. I know that they used to be Berkshire, and when that shut down or closed down, a couple of the principals split off and created the Cosia line, or created the Cosia company, and imported these chairs from China, as most of these companies do. But I will learn more about it from Greg. I'm supposed to meet with him Wednesday morning as soon as I get out of the airport and head over to the furniture market. And I'm looking forward to interview him, and I will record that. Hopefully, I'm bringing my video camera with me, and I'll share that with everybody once that's done. Likewise with the Cliff Levin interview from Inata. So the Cosia chairs are on the website. There's 6 models that I'm allowed to carry. I don't have any of the data up there yet. It's not because I don't have the data regarding features and functions and specs. It's just that I'm lazy, and I've been very, very busy. Well, okay, I take that back. I'm not lazy. I've just been very, very busy with other things. January is typically a very busy month for the massage chair, for me anyways, and so we've been very, very busy with that and a few other things. But I will be getting to that in a couple of weeks to come. And have all that data up so you can start to compare and contrast chairs and get a feeling for what's going on with the Cosia chairs. They kind of fit a niche. They kind of fit that under $2,000 niche. And there's a lot of, or as we say in Canada, niche. But there's a lot of people that want to get massage chairs but cannot afford the ones that are typically sold by most online and offline retailers, such as myself, like the Infinity chairs or the Osaki or the Inata or Panasonic or Human Touch. And they want to get a good chair under $2,000. Well, there are some chairs, like Osaki has a couple under $2,000, and Infinite Therapeutics has come up with one that's close to the $2,000 price point, or mid-2000s, but there's not many under $2,000. Now, I did notice that Osaki had a couple chairs that were under $2,000, the Osaki OS 2000 and the OS 5000, but they've discontinued both of them. And that's interesting, because I would think that at that lower price point, those chairs would be more popular for people that want chairs, realize the importance and the benefit of having a massage chair in their home, but unable to afford them. Well, as it has played out, those lower priced chairs with Osaki were not that popular, obviously, or they would have discontinued them. But the Cosia line does seem to be getting some traction through brick and mortar stores. So I suspect that they've got a little niche there that is being satisfied by Cosia, and I'm looking forward to try out some of their chairs and of course review them and share that information with you. So the Cosia chairs are up on the website. Just it's not on the comparison chart yet. There's no features, functions, or specs on the product pages, but go look at the pictures and get the prices so you can get a feeling for what those chairs are like. Last week we had Ed Sini from Panasonic come by, and this was so exciting for me. Ed is just a delightful man. I had a wonderful time with him. He's been with Panasonic for 20 years. We spent the entire day together, short of a couple of hours, where I had to go take care of some emails. And usually I'm right in front of the computer. I can take all my emails. Well, I was with Ed most of the day, and when I got to my computer to look at emails, I had like 50 of them. And man, it took me a couple hours just to answer them all, or triage them and sequester the ones that needed to be taken care of. But then we met back for dinner and discussed more and more about the massage chair industry, more about the Panasonic massage chairs, past and present, and what we have to look forward to. And I really had a wonderful visit with Ed. Wonderful guy. But what really made me excited was I was actually meeting with someone from Panasonic. All my dealings in the past have been with a distributor of Panasonic that is a Panasonic distributor, but not directly from Panasonic. And so having Ed fly out to our showroom in Salt Lake City and send me a chair to try out the MA70 and to spend the day visiting was fantastic. Plus he bought dinner. I mean, what else could I want? We had delicious mole at the Red Iguana in downtown Salt Lake, but had a wonderful visit. Anyways, we had a chance to talk about the MA70, and he sent it to me. I've asked him if I could keep it, and, pay for it and buy it and keep it. It's an ice-colored MA70, but I really enjoyed the chair. There were a couple of features about it that were kind of cool, like the heated jade rollers and the rotating ottoman, and it has a back pad on it that you can use if you're not using the chair for therapy. So if you're just using it as a sit-down chair to watch television or knit or read or whatever, you keep that pad on, and it gives you lumbar support down the low back, and it gives you some neck and shoulder support. It's a wonderful pillow. But if you want the therapy and you want a good intense massage, lift that thing off or unzip it. It's got a zipper at the top, and you've got only linen separating your back from the rollers, and thus the reputation of having a very vigorous massage is borne out through that roller with the thin linen separating it from your back. But I was very impressed with the chair. I found out that the 1285 is not being discontinued. I found that out for sure, even though I had kind of messed around with that a little bit. And Ed had watched my video, so he had heard that rumor, and so we laid that to rest. They are still making the 1285. They are still making the EP 30007, which I have in my showroom, the 30005, which is a variation of the 30007 with a couple of less features. And the MA70, which I now have in my showroom, and the MA10, which is a dumbed down version of the MA70. I don't suspect I'll put that on the website. We may still do that, but I've never had calls about it. I have very few inquiries or email, questions about it. So it may not be a chair that is really paramount in the mind of the massage chair consumer. But the MA70 is, and I am very excited to have that chair, and I will be doing videos this next week on it. I will write a preliminary review once I've had a chance to really, sink my teeth into it, so to speak, and have some fun with it. But a nice chair. I've wanted it in my showroom for a long time, and I'm very, very grateful to have it. Now, I will be meeting more with Ed over the weeks and months to come. I'll be doing a lot more of my commerce with him, and I'm very excited to become more involved with the Panasonic line. Ed basically came to me and said, we'd like you to do for our Panasonic MA70 what you've done with other chairs, like the Osaki and the Inata Sonyo and the Infinity chairs and the Human Touch chairs. He'd like us to be able to represent that chair and increase the brand awareness for it. And I really appreciate that. He's watched most of my videos and read my articles on my blog post, on my blog post, on my article blog post on the blog, and would like me to be able to write some reviews and kind of increase some awareness of that chair. It is a popular chair, and right now I should mention that there is some price competition out there. It will not last forever, but we have it retailed on our site for $69.99, which is our minimum advertised price, which is their minimum advertised price. So I have to sell at that price online, but I can do a price match on anybody that sells it for less. And so if you do see some price gouging out there, and you may just see that, you come to me and I will match any price. I will take care of you. I love it when people come to me and say, listen, I want to buy my chair from you. I trust you. I trust your company. You've been around forever. You've got all the information on the website. You have your face and your phone number out there. And I want to buy from you because I trust you. And I appreciate that tremendously. I carry that comment with great pride, and of course I want to honor that. And so so please, if you ever do find a chair anywhere for less, and it's a chair that we carry and it's the same model, get a hold of me and we will match that price. In many cases we'll beat the price, but my forte is not on being a huckster with pricing and just trying to lowball everything out there. My goal is to educate people, develop trust with my customers, develop credibility with my customers, and of course be a resource to anybody that talks about massage chairs or that has questions or wants to talk about massage chairs. That's what I that's my forte, and so I want to be here as a resource, not as some kind of pitch man trying to or huckster trying to just lowball everybody else and break map pricing and create havoc with the massage chair companies. That's not my objective. My objective is to have good relationships with them, good relationships with my customers, and that is what my focus is on. Okay, enough of that. Oh, well, so now I've got the MA70 in my showroom, the Panasonic MA70. I also got the new Zero G 4.0 from Human Touch. In the new year, we cleared out a couple of old floor models that we don't use much and that we don't sell a lot of chairs, and we replaced those with the Panasonic MA70 and the Zero G 4.0. I just got that one on Friday. We just got it set up, and setup's easy on it, by the way. But I'm so excited to have that chair in my showroom. Remember, I went to Human Touch at the end of November and had a tour and visit of their facility, and I got to see the guts of their chairs and the engineering that went behind, that's behind the mechanics and the design and all the things that are done there. I just loved my time at Human Touch and really appreciated the quality that they are trying to instill in their chairs. Of course, they outsource the manufacturing overseas to keep the pricing down, keep the costs down. But I'm really excited about the Zero G 4.0. Very nice chair. I'm selling more and more of that immersion seating line. And I'm looking forward to do a set of videos on that chair, and I'll be starting that also next week, and also writing some articles. And I've chatted about that in my blog posts subsequent to my visit to Human Touch. But I really enjoyed my visit there. The people there are fantastic. I was treated like royalty, and they've got a good thing there, a great thing going. And I hope to learn more about this chair and share it with you. But so we have that one in the showroom. Exciting. And you know what? Hey, I got to tell you, I have a lot of people that come from out of state to come visit me. People call me 95% of my business is out of Utah, and it's online. And more people are starting to come to my showroom. We've had people from California, of course, Montana, Wyoming, New Mexico, and then Illinois, North Carolina, New Orleans, New York. I mean, all over the place, Minnesota and Kentucky, and I've got a man coming from Ohio. A man and his wife are coming from Ohio on a Saturday when they can get off work and fly down and check out the chairs, because we have all of the main brands under one roof. It's just so hard to find that around the country. It's very, very frustrating for shoppers. And if it's within your means to do so, come out and visit us. We'd love to have you, and I'll be able to credit you back. In maybe a price break on the chair in the showroom to credit you back for the expenses of getting out to Utah. I'll come and pick you up at the airport. If you're staying out for the day, we can take care of you the whole day, feed you lunch, and then drive you back to the airport. If you're looking for a hotel, we can help you find one. If you're spending the night, and if you want to mix it with some pleasure, and yeah, massage chairs is all business. But if you're mixing it with some pleasure to go skiing or want to see some of the sights around here in Utah, let me know and we can hook you up. But we want to make your visit wonderful, and we'd love to have you come out and visit. We think that's fantastic. I think that's about it. I'm having, and I'm going to be completely candid here, and I don't mean to step on any toes or hurt any feelings, but sometimes I find that, and we've talked about this before, the Chinese-made chairs, the quality is not always as great as the Japanese-made chairs. I don't know how the quality of the American-made chair is going to be, but I do know that the Chinese-made chairs, the quality is not as good. I have more calls from customers with concerns about little things that aren't working, either whether it's there's no power, or it's the program is a little funky and it won't come back up to neutral position, or the program won't start again after it's finished one program, or a hose is broken, or something is going on. And some of my customers have contacted, as I encourage them to do, contact the massage chair company that is importing or manufacturing the chair. And in some cases, with the Chinese-made chairs, I'm getting some pushback from my customers who email me after being frustrated by not getting any response. And I've got to tell you, it's very disturbing to me. And because I sell these chairs on my website. I'm putting my name on and my reputation on the line when I sell these chairs. And if a company is not giving my customers immediate remedy, and when I say immediate, I would love to see something done within a week or two of at least setting a part or getting a technician out there. But one company in particular, and I won't mention the name, I'm struggling with getting them to take care of certain things with a couple of my customers. And it's frustrating me, and I'm almost at the point where I kind of want to talk about it. I'm at the point, that's why I'm talking about it now, but I feel like I need to maybe make some suggestions to my customers with regards to that problem, and it drives me nuts when I get a customer that calls me and says, I've been waiting for 5 months for a part, or I sent an email with pictures of the problem to so and so at such and such a company 5 months ago or 4 months ago, and I'm not getting any response. Dr. Widener, what do I do? Well, that, to use the vernacular, and pardon this vernacular, but it pisses me off, because I tell my customers that these companies support their chairs, and for the most part they do. But once in a while, and I'm seeing a little bit more of it recently, the support is waning. And it irritates me. And I would expect that these companies would step up and provide better service to my customers and other retailers' customers. Because it's embarrassing to us, it's embarrassing to the company, and I don't like it. I will say that there are companies that have fantastic customer support. I've not had any problems with Inada or Human Touch or Infinity or whatever. We're doing just fine with most of the companies, but once in a while a case will come up and it just eats at my craw, and I have to share it, because this is my platform to talk to people and warn them and help them to understand that there are issues out there and sometimes they're not resolved. So, long and short of it is, if you are not getting the response that you desire or that you feel you deserve from a massage chair company that you bought a chair from, or from me, from a company that I represent, and they're not getting back to you and helping you out, you get a hold of me. Email me, call me, whatever, and then I will call the company or email the company. I'll say, what the fat crap is going on? Please take care of this. And I've got 2 customers right now that are going through this, and we are going to get this resolved. Already there's been action taken, and usually the companies are real good to respond, because they know that I might talk about it here on this recording or on my blog, and I don't want to have to do that. And I encourage all my customers to share a review about their experience on my website. Like, if they want to come out and share a review and say, this chair was great except the customer support stunk when I had this broken part or whatever, I encourage my customers to do that. I don't want reviews that are all just rosy and, oh, Dr. Widener's great and, oh, the chair's wonderful, but I know deep down inside that person had a problem with their customer support. I want them to share that, and I want the companies that I represent on my website to be aware that there is chatter about how bad their customer support is in a particular case. So anyways, I'm ranting now. I'm going off, but it does bother me, because I want my customers to be happy. I don't want just my customers to be happy. I want all massage chair customers to be happy, because I want them to get what they're looking for, which is therapeutic relief, stress relief, and they want bang for their thousands of dollars that they're spending on this chair. So anyways, there's my rant for the week, and I apologize if I've stepped on any toes or offended anybody, but I feel that is something that needs to be addressed, and hopefully that will help resolve some of these issues. But again, I'm Dr. Alan Widener from MassageChairRelief.com. I will see you in 2 weeks. If you enjoyed this video and you feel it could benefit someone else, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, share us on your Facebook with your Facebook friends, or on Twitter. But please help spread the word about massage chairs. It is an increasingly popular mode of therapy for people, and more people need to know about it. And I'd like to be a medium for getting that message out. And you are helpful in doing that by doing these things I just asked you to do.